So we want to make sure it doesn't rain. The event starts in 30 minutes and the clouds are really dark and they're coming straight toward the event.
That's me and the rain stopper that I hired for $300 in Bali. I hired him to make sure that it doesn't start raining at this event that I'm throwing. Hold up, let me explain.
Hi. What's your name?
Let's say you want to have an event like your wedding in Bali. There is a good chance you will need to pay money to have somebody stop the rain. Some hotels actually require you to pay for one as part of your services to make sure that your outdoor event doesn't get rained out. Hotels like the W or the Ritz-Carlton will tell you you need to use a rain stopper. A rain stopper is someone who uses meditation and prayer to ultimately communicate with the spirits, the clouds, the weather, and control the rain. Even the Grand Prix, which took place here, made headlines over its female rain shaman. See, she was supposed to do her work behind the scenes, but it started raining too hard, so they had her come in front of everyone and try to stop the rain. This instantly went viral and became many memes.
So I'm checking the weather right now in Bali. I want to make sure that this event is on a day that it's raining, because if it's just a sunny day, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm looking at the weather. Sure enough, tomorrow it's planning to rain. Sunny Tuesday, raining Wednesday, then sunny. Tomorrow is the day that I'm gonna put this rain stopper to the test. The other interesting thing about Bali is I've honestly never been to a place where the weather is so like fragmented. Really, like you might be standing here and it's sunny, but you go up and look from the roof and like 50 feet away, it's dark and cloudy. If there is a place where this is actually a thing, I think it would be Bali.
So I'm gonna put this idea to the test. I just need to throw a party, and I need just about any excuse to have one. So I just passed 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, which means there is a reason to celebrate. The venue, it's called Black Sands Brewery, and it's located in Canggu, Bali. So in order to set up this event, me and my friends booked the venue, order cookies, order a big cake, and even 100K balloons.
I wonder if we can have him do wind stopping too. Arya. Oh, so nice to meet you. Beautiful name. So we're having an event tonight. We're having a party with about 30 people. So we want to make sure it doesn't rain. You can help us to make sure that it does not rain. Okay. So he's been doing this 35 years.
Yes.
Wow. How do you learn?
Oh, grandfather.
Grandfather.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to know, has he ever done the ritual, the ceremony, but it still rained?
The rain stopper tells me there are usually 3 ways that they will prevent the rain from coming. The first option is to divert the rain to another area. The second one is to change the time of the rain to come before or after my event. And the last resort is to stop the rain entirely. The idea here is to work with nature rather than suppress nature from doing its thing.
So he's about to start the ritual. Kind of told us that he needs this space, so we shouldn't be like moving the table and doing stuff, because he's about to start his ritual and his ceremony. So we kind of have to give him some space. It was interesting how there's 3 ways of doing his job. So he said he's going to be doing the first one and the third one. So they're not going against nature here. They're trying to work with nature.
Hold up, how did rain stoppers become a thing? Well, it's actually been a ritual for centuries. Very few people will learn the skills from the older generation, and it's passed down to them. So locals will train and bring in people who have the talents to make sure that rain doesn't impact their events or ceremonies. And the more I read up on rain stoppers, the more I find that most people say it works. I hear stories of people saying that it was raining all day, but it stopped before their wedding. Or that it was pouring rain right next to where their rain stopper prayed for it not to rain. And the more articles I read, the more I'm starting to believe that this is true. One article even saying the success of a rain diverting ritual can be as high as 90%.
The event starts in 30 minutes and the clouds are really dark and they're coming straight toward the event. It's so crazy to me that he said he's gonna make it rain a little bit. I was like, wait, what? Like, is it like, it just felt like, are you turning on a switch? Like, is this a water park where you turn on the wave? All of that so far, that's been about 25 minutes. All of that so far was just the pre-ritual. Now he is actually starting the ceremony. He actually asked us where's the area of the event where he doesn't want the rain to happen, and he's marking it now and talking to the manager about something. He's now starting the ceremony. He's predicting there's gonna be a little rain, or it might just stay like this. The reason why would there be a little rain? Well, the idea is to not stop nature from doing what it's doing, but maybe just shift it. 100 subscribers. the ceremony and the ritual is a lot longer than I thought. I asked him how long it takes, and he told me it could take an hour, but it's up to you. If I wanted him to do it for 2 hours, he would have prayed for 2 hours. I have to be honest, it also feels quite weird to be experiencing this like Balinese ritual in the backdrop of a bar where people are drinking and there's like music playing. We're in the middle of the ceremony. I know I'm supposed to not want it to rain because I'm having an event, but for the purpose of my curiosity, I kind of want it to rain. So far, it's been a little windy, but no rain. There are still some dark clouds, so it's weird. I don't really know if I'm rooting for the rain or not rooting for the rain, but I'm just here to learn and observe, and it's really fascinating, very curious to see what's happening. What do you know about rain stoppers?
Rain stoppers? Oh, the one with the bowl?
Well, I've already heard about it. I've never actually seen one in person.
I've never heard about rain stoppers until I was told about it in a sauna on Sunday.
I had no clue about rain stoppers until you told me.
It hasn't rained yet, so we'll see how he does. No, it did. It looked like it was going to rain. Now it's okay.
But now that you know, do you believe that they can do what they say they do?
I mean,
Do you need a rain stopper because it seems to be wet season and dry season?
Honestly, it's really extra.
Extra?
I woke up, it was raining this morning, actually.
Yeah, it was pouring.
And it did. Earlier today, it really looked like it was going to rain.
Yeah.
Bali has a lot of energy on it, so I feel like if anywhere, maybe probably here.
It's amazing. I actually haven't seen one in person. I wish I could see one day.
Let's introduce you to one.
Really?
Yeah.
There is one?
I hired one for this event.
How much are you paying him? I
Well,
want
it's 4
him.
million rupiah, so they're not cheap. It's not cheap at all.
I want his contact.
So the price for the services are 4 million Indonesian rupiah, which is about $270. If it rains during an event, do people get a refund? So he said, if it rains the entire event, you get a refund. But if it rains just part of the event, no refund. Your pranks. Dude, thank you. I'm gonna take pictures with this actually until my real one comes. The party's going strong. Everyone seems pretty happy that it's not raining. I honestly thought he would just come here before and leave, but he's still here. Maybe I think it's time for him to let him move on. So maybe I'll pay him and say thank you. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Success more than success.
Thank you so much.
Every success.
Thank you for coming tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Beautiful night. Thank you. Thank you again.
Now, I have to be honest, it totally worked. My friends seem happy because it did not rain at this event. But then again, maybe it wasn't going to rain anyways. I guess we'll never know. Either way, the culture here is fascinating to me and totally beautiful. But I have to admit, I'm more confused than ever if it's really possible to use prayer and meditation toward nature to have it do something that we humans want it to do. But then again, if there is anywhere in the world where it can actually happen, I still believe it would be here in Bali.
Uptin, who's that guy?
He's actually a rain stopper, so I hired him. It's a traditional thing where they can come and do prayers and stop the rain.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
It was $270.